This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Crime Stoppers of Southwest Florida. Report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. 1-800-700-TIPS. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, remember you saw them here on the television show first. Full Effect is in the house. One of the great jazz, R&B, and neo-soul bands in our community. Let's bump these gentlemen in. Pick up your mug and just meet me right here in the center. Classic. And then turn that on down. There you go. Gentlemen, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
What's going on, Lee?
Let's go through and get to meet everybody. Let's start off and tell us what instrument you play and how you first got started in music. We'll start off with Joel. Joel, how did you first get started in music? What instrument you play?
I play piano. Probably been playing, I think, like 10 to 12 years now. So it's been a very good experience. I started off playing saxophone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you're a little you can play a little bit of this, a little bit of that?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Now, are you at Florida Gulf Coast University now, or you went to Florida Gulf Coast University?
No, I'm a senior at Florida Gulf Coast.
All right, tell me what you're doing there.
I am in the music program. I'm under Professor Robertson's jazz ensemble, also the jazz combo. I'm involved in the FGCU chamber choir and also the university choir. So I kind of dabble with everything.
Right, so you're a music man. You
Yes.
got music in your head all the time.
All the time.
So you formally train, you read music and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the importance of knowing how to read music.
Very important, just hands down. I actually started in the church. Did everything by ear, and then when I really wanted to get serious into the music, that's when I got into school, and they were teaching us the importance of reading music and how far you can go with it. So I just had to train myself to kind of like redo everything and put everything into perspective as far as reading. So.
Now, when you see Professor Robertson, a young black man like that, in a prominent position in the music department at a university like that, what kind of role model is that for you?
It's a great role model. He actually went to Florida State with my older brother.
Okay.
And I knew of him at the time until I moved here. And as soon as I moved here, we kind of clicked.
But he's not hooking you up on some grades because you went to school with your brother.
None of that. No, I think because of that, he's probably on me a little bit more.
Okay.
Just about the importance of music, and especially us being African Americans and what it really signifies. So
excellent. Now, what's your long-term goal?
My long-term goal right now is I want to be able to tour with artists like Jay-Z and things like that. Have my own record label, production label, and also build music schools around smaller countries and cities and things like that to create an opening for them, not just about like I guess the more normal music school, but actually give them an opportunity to show off their talents for people that they want to play and have them come to their senior recitals and hopefully give them a record deal and kind of things like that to open them up for this generation.
Excellent. And let's go over here now to Jordan, right? Yes, Jordan on the drums. Did you play something else as well, Jordan?
I did. Well, my first instrument growing up was drums, and then I moved to the piano and then the bass. So I play 3 instruments.
Now I notice all you musicians got earrings in your ear. Do I need to get earrings to be cool, man, like y'all? I mean, y'all got the earrings, got the hair thing. Y'all just artists, man, natural artists, man.
You can just see it.
I'm part of the creative process, man. You got you, man.
You gotta have
the bling,
identity.
bling.
Identities, man.
I would just say be yourself.
Okay, go ahead. So you drums and go ahead.
I grew up in church playing the drums at first, and then I moved to the piano at around like maybe age 12, 13. And then I picked up the bass guitar at maybe 18, 19. I've been playing ever since.
Do I hear a slight accent?
Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay, yeah. Picked up on it. You are independent. You're not in school or anything. You're just doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How did you first get to be so accomplished that you now can be qualified to play in the Full Effect band?
How did I get so accomplished?
Tell them about the background, how you got started, some things you did.
Honestly, I would say I got started by making really good connections. Honestly.
Okay.
Made some really good connections, and those connections in turn led me to be able to do music full time now, honestly.
That's great. You know, my favorite instrument, when I see people play, I always look at the drummer. Y'all just seem to be the coolest, man. Back there, sometimes you have your little shirt off, doing all that stuff, man. Y'all just cool, man. Now, when you're playing with Full Effect, you're more laid back. You style, you hitting in the funk, or you just jazzy.
It depends on what we play, because we play a wide variety of things. But no matter what we play, I try my best to stay within the pocket.
Okay.
You know, make his drop easier, make his drop easier, so we can all gel together.
Oh man, I can't wait till you guys come out to Lee Pitts Live after work on September the 20th, people. Many of you are familiar with it. We rent the club downtown Celsius. We have live entertainment, food, just the works, and people come out and socialize after work from 5 until 10 p.m. That's on September 20th. It's only $5 to get in. They take care of everything. Red carpet photos to work. Brandon, when you're looking at these guys and they got an opportunity to look up at you, they think you trailblazing for them, and you got other aspirations too, because you are putting your music out now, and you're also a professor of music at Florida Gulf Coast University. I said all that to say this: when you see this new generation coming up right behind you, how does it make you feel?
Man, it made me feel wonderful. Like Joel said, I went to college with his older brother. So when I moved down here, I didn't really see a lot of the young African American presence at least in the music school. And so when I met Joel, I told him right off the bat, I said, listen, man, while you're here, we're going to take you under my wing, and I'm going to make sure that you finish it through, because I got that opportunity, you know. So it makes me proud to see young guys like this doing their own thing. So for me, I can bring them on to a show like yours and give them that exposure. Maybe somebody hadn't done that for them in the past. I'm not speaking for them, but, you know, I know for me, nobody had done that for me. So, you know, we got folks like you that give us an opportunity, pass it on along. So when I see them setting their own trail and they want to do their own thing, you know, they're going to take off. So I appreciate it, and I'm proud of them for that.
Now, talk about the Full Effect band. How would you describe Full Effect?
Okay, so I'll put it like this. All three of us, we play a variety of different kind of music.
Right.
And in different variety of bands. So we can be found in different bands where we playing strictly R&B. We can be in another band where we can just be playing jazz.
Okay.
We can be in another band where we can be right in the pocket playing some reggae.
I see.
So when I came to the two of them, I said, listen, I know the two of y'all do that perfectly. Y'all already do it with each other. So let's go ahead and just mix in this jazz element that I really do. And he already has been learning that with me in school. And I've known Jordan now for a couple of years. So whenever I see him on the scene, he and I just be talking, you know. And that's what he said. He said the most important thing that I tell my students: connections. It's connections. You gotta know how to talk to people. You can't be a musician and be a mute.
Right.
You know, you can be a phenomenal performer, but they want to talk to you and you don't know how to talk, that's gonna be a turnoff for them.
Right.
So, you know, he did the right thing. You don't need to go to school to learn how to do that.
Right.
You know, so when we came together, the Full Effect, it was just it's a presence of jazz, neo soul, R&B, and hip hop.
And that's what you're gonna be bringing to Lee Pitts Live.
That's why we got the
exactly
earrings
what we
in.
want.
That's why we got
So I'm coming. When I come now, I'm having my earring when I come to Lee Pitts Live as well. All right, y'all make sure y'all bring that tip jar too, because we got a lot of professionals there, and they appreciate what you guys are doing. And I'm gonna make sure they show you some love. Now let's go back to you. I know you play the upright bass, but you also, to be a music professor or something like that, you got to be able to play basically all these different instruments or know how they work.
Right. So actually, when I started playing bass in church early on, electric bass. A lot of people don't know that. I only talk about upright because I know a lot of people don't get exposed to the upright bass. But I started out playing the actual bass, the instrument, in church. And so in church, I got exposed to the piano, so I got to learn how to dabble with piano. I got to learn how to play with drums. Now with the schooling helped me just kind of finesse and learn my craft a little more in terms of reading. You know what I'm saying? Because most musicians that come through church, you learn by ear. A lot of that stuff that you learn in church, they can't teach you that in school.
Right.
You know, that's a whole nother set of school that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't for that church, man, we wouldn't have all these musicians we have right now.
So everybody talk about the four. Where do you think that backbeat come from? You know what I'm saying? So and so like I try to make sure to put all that together, and that's pretty much what this is.
Okay. Now it looks like, you know, when I'm looking at you guys playing, it just looks like it's more fun than work. Is it fun or is it work?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's both. Honestly, like for me personally, just playing music, it just puts me in a euphoric state that it can't be matched, you know. So
what's the response that you guys get from the people who hear you play when you talk to the audience in intermission?
Honestly, a lot of people they really respect what we do. They respect our craft,
Okay.
and that honestly means a lot. That other people are listening, enjoying what we do.
Talk about practice. I'm talking about practice.
Oh, man.
How often you guys practice, or you just don't have to practice, just look at music?
No, it's a mixture. I think all of us, if I could speak for all of us, I would say that everybody does their own individual practicing. But one thing that I try to make sure as a keyboard player that we at least get a time, once a week, if not, twice a month. And we just really just hone in and just practice and just shed together on just material. That way we know what we're doing. From there, we work on, arrangements and kind of like things like that, just to make everything just kind of come together. But for the most part, what we kind of do, because we're all professionals, we get sent out the songs.
Right.
Everybody takes their own individual homework and do it. When we come together, we
Every
just
time
do it.
musicians tell me that, I just think it's so complicated. Say, oh, he knows his instrument. John tells me that now. My director, he plays instrument. Everybody they know their instrument, and they just listen to a song, and you can pick your instrument out in the song, just blowing me away because I'm not in the music.
It's different. You never know how one is actually learning it. You have to like push play a little bit, pause it.
Gotcha.
So it just kind of develops over time.
Yeah.
I think we're at a part now
Okay.
in our lives that you'll listen to the song and it's just like, oh, I got it, we're good.
But whenever I see a keyboard player or the key guy on the keys, when I see a band, looks like that's the person that's usually the leader, like making sure everything is on point. Or you that guy with this group, make sure, hey, you on those keys, because you got to bring in all those other effects.
I would probably say that.
You're the perfectionist.
Yeah, I'll probably, they'll probably call me the
composer.
MD just to,
They all laid back. You're like, no, we got to get this,
One thing I tell them all the time is, for me being a keyboard player, I make sure, like Jordan said, he takes care of the pocket. So me being a keyboard player, I don't touch the instrument until I know it feels good.
Okay.
Once I know it feels good, then I'm able to just bring the icing on the cake. But they're like the foundation. So I don't touch anything until I know it feels good. Once it feels good, then I can do my part and make sure that just all just coincides.
Now, do you
together.
guys have any vocals? Do anybody sing? Does anybody do a little something?
I know they all looking at me right now, so.
You do some stuff like
I
speech
do
from
a-
Arrested Development.
I do
You
a
remind me
little-
of speech from Arrested Development. You got to know about speech.
I do a little bit of vocal.
Any rap, any little hip hop too?
A little bit of hip hop.
Okay, you guys got to give me a little vocals now when y'all
Oh
come up in there.
man, yes, I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
okay.
Don't worry about
Let's
that.
get this guy talking a little bit more. Over there looking like an NBA basketball player, man.
Getting out the draft.
I'm trying to remember who it is you remind me of who plays in the NBA, man.
Really?
You just got that NBA look, man. You got to get those millions though to really be right.
And give me some, man.
Hey, when you first started playing your instrument, did you know then that you would eventually be playing a band and be making a living at it, or you just playing around?
Honestly, I didn't see it turning out like this. Honestly, no, I honestly did not see coming out like this. So it was honestly a surprise to me doing that. Yo, this is my job. This is my living. It's a great feeling, though. I won't lie about that. But I never, not once, saw that I'll be where I'm at today.
Okay, and go to each one of you, give a tip to a young child who's watching you now, plays an instrument, something that they can be doing right now to improve their skills and be successful later on. Go.
Well, I would say to a young musician, if you're gonna be a musician, first off, you have to practice. You have to practice.
Talking about practice.
And then secondly, you got to be selfless. The music is selfless. That's why we're musicians. This is music we sharing to the world, not just sharing to each other, to ourselves. If that was the case, then I would just play for myself all day in a room. But music is selfless. So remember why you doing music in the first place. If you're trying to make something, like you say, relatable, you want to be relatable. So just make sure that you have a humble, I like to call Pastor Michael Todd out of North Carolina. He would say hot, humble, open, and transparent.
Okay.
So keep that grounded.
Right here, Jordan.
I would say to young musicians growing up, always be a sponge to the older musicians.
Got you.
Always.
Listen to your elders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go with you, Mr. Keyboard and details.
Picking up what Brandon said, practice, stay humble, respect the process where you are. Don't look at other musicians to compare yourself. If they're at number 10, you gotta work yourself up. So just stay humble, be consistent, and in that time you'll get there.
Okay. One of the things I took from what all of you guys said is that it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't come like a microwave or a text.
It's a
You got to
marathon
put in the
process.
work.
Got to.
That's what I want people to know.
Yeah.
People do not want to put in that work. They see me doing what I'm doing right now. They think they can walk up and do it. It's a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Started
it's a
doing
whole
it,
lot more.
practicing when I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
Another story.
You got
Well,
it.
gentlemen, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me
Thank you,
bump
Lee.
you out. Let me bump you out.
Yes,
Cheers.
And we'll see you guys on September the 20th, Friday.
Sir.
Lee Pitts Live after work at Celsius. That'll be 5 o'clock until 10 o'clock. Come dressed to impress. We'll see you.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.